Hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the December 2020 monthly tarot reading for the sign of Libra. Please keep in mind, this is a general reading. It may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this month's reading in regards to your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs, and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now, with regards to the spread, I'll be pulling a Celtic cross using the intuitive and clarifying with the Waite deck. We just want to say before I continue, I will be doing things a little bit differently with this particular reading, seeing this is the last month of the year. What I'm going to do is pull 2 additional cards using the Quantum Oracle, so we'll get some key messages when it comes to the overall energy of the spread, what's crowning you, and also potential outcome, okay? Just to give you a bit more insight. So, let's get into your reading, Libra. So just while I'm shuffling again, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next reading goes up on the channel. Sorry, the cards are just doing some very interesting things. If you'd like a personal reading with myself, you can find the information in the description box below. So, I'm just going to get these key messages and we'll go into it as always. And then we will do the clarifications straight after. Awesome. Let's get into it, Libra. So the first card you have, and now this is the card that was spinning, but appeared to want to come out in the upright. Queen of Swords, there you are, right? In your glory. So I feel like, yeah, it's a case of you are trying to stand in your power, reclaim your strength, reclaim your power, reclaim your sovereignty, standing firm in your truths, in your beliefs, in your principles, in justice, in fairness, equality, and balance in all things. So that's gorgeous. True Libra through and through, which is awesome. Okay. Crossing the situation in your position of your challenge, you have the 6 of Wands. How will you accomplish this victory? How will you get there? How will you reach the goal? How will you overcome this hurdle? How will you get to the finishing line? That's what you need to ask yourself at this time. So yeah, there's something that you are required to do or express in order to restore balance or a sense of fairness in a situation, right? And in order to be successful in that, in whatever this is, you have to think about what is required of you. Like, how can you best assure a positive outcome, right? When it comes to your recent past, you have the 4 of Swords in reverse. So yeah, there was a lot of wounds that you were carrying, right? A lot of backstabbing, I feel like, betrayals, people not living up to their own words, things like that. So that's why you're getting very, very, like you're being very, very, not standoffish, but you're being very guarded, and you're also being very direct, is what I want to say, yeah? About what you're willing to tolerate and what you're not willing to tolerate. When it comes to your near future, you have the Hanged Man. So Pisces energy, you could be dealing with a Pisces here potentially, right? Or have it in your chart. I feel like the reason this is here is because there is a sense of perhaps needing to get more information, trying to see things from other people's perspectives, trying to get a sense of clarity, further clarity on the situation. Although I feel like you are very clear now compared to where you were in the past, I feel like you're trying to see things from other people's perspectives, which is not a bad thing. Again, you wanting to create fairness in a situation. When it comes to your feelings, you have the 10 of Cups in reverse, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So I feel like at this point, you're kind of understanding where you may have been too focused too far in the future, right? Where there are things that needed to be addressed here and now that are not fulfilling you, right? So I feel like that's what you're doing. You're kind of pulling your bird's eye view of the future back and honing in on what issues are currently presenting themselves and where you feel like you could be, you know, making positive changes in order to bring you closer to the 10 of Pentacles, right? And the 10 of Cups. When it comes to the energy crowning you, we'll first go over to the quantum oracles. So let's take a look. What is the energy crowning Libra in the month of December? Okay, so you have happy success in reverse, okay? So yeah, this is the thing. You have to be very mindful of how you approach the situation, otherwise it can result in turmoil, arguments, disagreements, possibly even an actual physical fight. Hopefully not. Hopefully it doesn't get to that point. Hopefully even verbally it doesn't get to the point of it being a complete slinging match, right? So you need to be very careful with how you express yourself. I feel like, yeah, there's something that you're trying to work the kinks out of. You're trying to restore some kind of balance. I don't know what that is yet. We'll have to clarify, but it could be just about anything, you know, at work, at home, family, relationship, whatever, right? You know your situation. With that comes the Ace of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you are not happy. Things are not, well, the energy crowning you is not very positive. It's not very, you know, lively and happy. And the problem with that is I feel like this sword is not even that you're not expressing something or doing something. I feel like something is being purposefully hidden here, right? That this sword, this truth, or this required, you know, action, but I feel like it's more about a truth. It's not being revealed, right? You're not showing people your pain, right? You're not showing that you're not happy in a situation and that things are just kind of grating on you a little bit, okay? When it comes to your advice, you have the Emperor, Aries energy. You could have Aries in your chart or be dealing with one. But Libra, I feel like the reason the Emperor is showing here is it's asking you to boss up, right? You're already in the Queen of Swords mode, which is excellent. But now it's asking you to take that one step further. It's like, okay, use your intuition, use what you've learned, use, you know, that what's the word I'm looking for? That moral compass that you have in order to create justice, fairness, equilibrium, balance in all things. And use that to step up as a leader, as a boss, taking control of your life, taking control of the situation. I feel like if this is a work-related situation, you may not realize it, but you may be getting promoted, right? If this is, you know, so if you're feeling like you're being left out, you're being ignored, you're not getting equal opportunities, there is an opportunity for you to, you know, move up the career ladder for you. You're just not aware of it. However, if you want to really attract that, you have to really show and demonstrate and walk the walk and talk the talk, okay? So that's what you're being asked to do, to boss up so you can have this opportunity handed to you pretty much on a plate, right? For those of you where it's not a work situation, I feel like either way, you're being asked to take the lead on something because you have the initiative, you have the skills, you have the ability, and because you have the moral compass, you know, grounding you, you're in a position where you can step up and take control of the situation. When it comes to your external influences, so this could be people, places, situations, environments you find yourself in at this time, you have the King of Wands. So this is specifically Taurus, right? But this could be a Virgo or a Capricorn. But I feel like this is more just about the energy of the person, right, that you're dealing with. This could very well be a boss figure as well, right? Someone who is obviously in a managerial position, I feel. And I feel like they're giving you, possibly even the owner of the business or someone in a very high position is giving you an opportunity to demonstrate that you are an emperor, right? They are aware of it, they can see it, they think you have the potential. So they're, okay, I'm willing to give you a shot, but are you willing to come get it? Are you willing to demonstrate that you have what it takes, right? Because the King of Pentacles doesn't get there by taking, you know, uncalculated risks, right? He got to being the King of Pentacles by being very grounded, very stable, very diligent, putting the work in, day out, right? In the Knight of Pentacles kind of energy when it's moving. And that's how he got to where he is, you know? So now he's, you know, he is very much someone who is, yeah, they don't make illogical decisions, put it that way. So they want to make sure that when they give you the opportunity, that you're going to seize it, okay? That you're not going to let it pass you by. If that's not the case, I feel like, yeah, you are being supported by someone who you deem as very stable, dependable, loyal, and they want you to go the distance. I heard that stop and I'm still going. Okay. Now, when it comes to your... Sorry, I was just checking the camera because I thought it stopped already. Because it does like times out after like half an hour or so. But I just got paranoid because I thought I heard the click. But anyway, when it comes to your fears, you have the Hierophant. Some more Taurus energy here. Some of you could very well be dealing with a Taurus. But I feel like you're afraid of... I think you're afraid that if you were to pursue, you know, higher levels of commitment or, you know, a career jump, right? A career leap. Because I feel like this isn't just like, you know, the next notch up. It's like a jump, a significant jump. I feel like you're afraid if you take that leap of faith and jump into higher levels of commitment or a significant career leap, you're afraid that, you know, I feel like with these two, I don't usually get this, but I feel like these two here, you're afraid that someone, or possibly more than one person on the outskirts, i.e. colleagues, friends of this person that you may be interested in, or wanting to balance things out with, right, may come and appeal to this King of Pentacles person and ask for them to step in, right? Because maybe you're aware that there are people outside of your inner circle that are very jealous of your success. They're jealous of you getting this opportunity, or they would be, right? Because they're always putting you down, always trying to one-up you in some way. And I feel like there is fear that if this King of Pentacles person gives you the shot, that some other outside party is going to try and sabotage it. That's what you're afraid of. I don't usually get that with the Hierophant, but I really did on this occasion. When it comes to the your hopes, you got the Ace of Wands. So yeah, you want this new start, this kickstart your next chapter, right? Whether it's in this career, whether it's reconciling a connection or healing a connection or starting something new. This is you getting fire in your belly and going after something that is new and shiny. That's what you're wanting, right? Either, you know, revitalizing a connection that is done, right? Or that is really imbalanced, or wanting to get this promotion. And then finally, as your potential outcome, you have the Five of Wands. So this is you being asked to step up and fight for what it is that you want. You could potentially even be fighting with some colleagues or this person that you may be in a relationship with or separating from. I do see some bickering, right? That's possible. But I feel like more than anything, this is you standing up, bringing fairness into the situation of wanting to fight, win, overcome, succeed, right? It's like these challenges that are thrown at you actually are going to help elevate you, right? These challenges that are being thrown at you is helping to elevate you. That's like the real clear message that's coming through. The challenges that you're facing are helping to elevate you. That's going to probably be the title of this video if I can remember, which I rarely do. So yeah, let's go into the clarifications now. And see. But honestly, I feel like you have it, right? You've got this. I mean, those who actually matter when it comes to what it is that you're setting out to do at this time can see that you are the person. You are the one for the job. Or if this is a connection, that you are someone worth fighting for, right? But I feel like you're kind of in a very mixed energy with it. You know, as much as you're kind of, on one hand, in the present, in your energy, I feel like there is some upset, fear, or uncertainty, anxiety around this opportunity. But we'll see as we clarify. But that's what I'm getting. Wanting it, but being a little bit terrified. Okay, so when it comes to your present circumstances, clarifying the Queen of Swords here, you have the Fool cards. We have Aries strongly again, so you could have Aries in your chart, be doing one, and you have the Six of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you are just in your power. This is you taking that leap of faith, taking a risk on something, right? But just wanting things to be balanced. It's like, I want to take a leap of faith, but things are just not getting to that calm place. They're just, you know, it's like we're both getting very much caught in our minds and our heart space, and there's just so much turmoil because of this fear around just blowing, you know, throwing caution to the wind and just going after love, right? If this is a love connection. But obviously, I feel like, yeah, you want to take a leap of faith and demonstrate that you are fit for the job when it comes to this promotion. But it's been really difficult. I feel like there's been some real challenges in the workplace, right? And it's not helping. I feel like it's even affecting your family life for some of you who have a family, right? It could be, I feel like it is affecting your home life is what I'm getting, right? But I feel like you will overcome as long as you don't let your fear or who these naysayers are outsiders yourself get the better of you. Crossing the situation, clarifying the Six of Wands. You have the Queen of Cups, that's Cancer energy specifically. And you have the Ten of Cups, okay? So you could very well be dealing with a Cancerian or a water sign, but I feel like this is basically your energy. This is talking about what is it that you need to do to overcome these challenges, right? And it's asking you the best way you can do it is by staying true to yourself, you know? Do things authentically from the heart, regardless of what anyone else is doing, and you will get your happy ever after, right? So even if it's in the work situation, right? Even if it is a work situation, I feel like you still have the ability to win the hearts of those, you know, all around you, and to gain that support and that victory in that way. If you stay true to your values. I feel like if this is a relationship, same deal. You can reconcile, you can, you know, get things on track again if you show up and be vulnerable and express yourself, you know, from the heart, right? You can have this Ten of Cups. But what you have to think about is, what is it that I'm not doing right now that's preventing me from getting this? Possibly, like we saw with the Ace of Swords in reverse, something either you feel like is being concealed from you and that you need the knowledge of in order to really consider if this is the route that you should take, or another one. Or it's a case of, you know, you're afraid to express just how much you want this Ten of Cups still. Even though it's like, you know, I'm not focusing on that because there are issues here and now, but I do still want that, right? It's that kind of thing. When it comes to your recent past, the Four of Swords in reverse, you have the Empress, so that is Taurus again. So much Taurus and Aries energy. Again, that can also be connected to the Emperor, right? Because these are two divine counterparts. You have the Emperor in reverse here, the Emperor in the upright here, and you have the Empress here. So this is very significant. So if this is a relationship, this is a significant relationship that's meant to provide something very valuable on your life's journey, or even on a soul level, right? But I feel like, yeah, this is something very significant. This is a significant pairing. But I feel like with that being in your recent past, the Empress, this was you stepping up. It's like, okay, I know I need to nurture myself, heal myself, because I don't want to be in my head anymore. I don't want to let my mental health deteriorate because of this situation that's playing out with a past person, a current person, a job, you know, a boss, whatever, right? But you're knowing that you are more than capable of healing yourself, right? That you can initiate your own healing, personal growth, right? And expansion. So that was very good. And I think that's what helped you to get back into your energy, which is great, right? But I feel like this situation is wearing a bit thin, right? So when it comes to your near future, the Hanged Man, you have the Ace of Wands in the upright. So we had it in, I swear we had it in reverse somewhere, right? No. So we have the Ace of Wands and the World card, right? So that's very significant. That's telling me, yeah, you're trying to gain perspective. You're trying to see things from other people's perspectives and see where some of the turmoil and friction can come from, or where you can best take the initiative to make positive changes, right? And complete a cycle here, you know, start something new, right? Bring a breath of fresh air, you know, creative juices to the mix, right? So this is you essentially trying to broaden your horizons, broaden your perspective, so you can come up with some creative problem solving that can really wrap up something that's been a drain, a burden for a long time. That's what I feel. So you're trying to gain enlightenment, but also trying to gain inspiration on how to tackle a problem differently, whether it's in the, you know, a work situation or a relationship. Sorry, it was kind of like work and relationship wanted to come out at the same time. But it could be either of those, or even it could be both, right? Now, when it comes to your external, your advice, the Emperor, you have the Emperor in reverse. So that's interesting. And you have the Four of Swords again. But this time, it's in the upright, whereas before it was in the reverse. And you have the Emperor in the upright and in reverse. So your divine masculine needs healing within yourself. Your divine masculine is being called to do the healing, to step up and take the initiative and do the work, right? Whatever it is. Whether it's, you know, going out there and, you know, accepting this responsibility, accepting the role, this promotion, and really embodying the Emperor energy, bossing up, right? And showing that you are the real deal, you are fit for the job. Or if this is a relationship, you may have to take the lead, the initiative, and in order to do that, you first need to heal yourself in terms of your divine masculine, so then you are in a position to actually start, you know, working on the connection, putting your best foot forward, putting good communication forward, right? Because I feel like the way you were communicating with this person in the past was not effective and actually caused a lot of pain in the situation. Whereas now you have an opportunity to, you know, address that, okay? Where you may be self-sabotaging, where you may be lashing out, being stubborn, kind of pushing the person away a little bit because of what you've experienced in the past. So just before I carry on, because I just realized I didn't do this whole section here. So when it comes to your feelings, the 10 of Cups in reverse, okay, you have the 5 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. So you have the 6 of Wands again, right? So we have the numbers 4 and 6 that are repeating at the moment. So if you see 444 or 444 or 666 or 666, have a look at the angel numbers, look at it in terms of numerology, as there may be a message for you there. That really speaks of creating stability within the self and doing the work in the astral in order to manifest physical stability in your reality, okay? So it's about alchemization, it's about doing the internal processing and purging in order to release the negative, inhale the positive, and actually start manifesting more abundance. So when it comes to that, I feel like, yeah, you know what it is that you want. You're trying not to focus on the end game too much because it brings you pain. It brings you down, right? Because you're like, I lost my happiness. I lost my opportunity. I lost my shot at this 10 of Cups. Where, you know, like I said, I feel like it's in relation to a past situation, right? From some time ago, not the recent past, but for some months ago, possibly years ago. but you're forgetting that you have someone by your side, right? Okay, yeah, it sucked what you went through and it makes you very cautious and a bit wary, but understand you've learned a lot from this. You've gained a lot of insight and wisdom, and you also have someone else supporting you. There's a partnership here with that Two of Cups. So you have to let those feelings go, right? That's where the healing and purging comes in, and then that will bring you to your happy place and feeling very successful and realizing that you have got it, right? When it comes to the energy crowning you, right? So with that happy success in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse, you have the Nine of Wands and the Lovers. So Gemini energy as well as fire, okay? So you could be dealing with a Gemini or have Gemini strongly in your chart, but you're not expressing that you're not happy in this connection because you're afraid of putting yourself out there again. That's the energy crowning you. It's like, I'm not happy with how things are. I want things to change, right? Or I'm not happy because I'm still healing from a past situation, because you see the wounded warrior, he's still healing, right? He's got a bandage on his head. He's still healing. So the idea of exploring a new connection, or, you know, you're just wary. So you're like, is this the one? Is this something I really should be invested in? You're unsure because of what you already experienced. If this is not about love and it's about work, you're unsure which path to take. You're unsure of how to, heal your divine masculine, so you come back into divine union with yourself, right? The masculine and the feminine aspects of self are in harmony, right? With yourself, your ego, and the Godhead, which is also what you're a part of, right? So yeah, I feel like there's just a lot that needs healing here when it comes to within the shadow, and also anything that involves possibly a love connection as well, right? So when it comes to your external influences, the King of Cups, King of Cups, King of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So we're having a lot of like reversals and upright cards of the same suit or the same card just coming up in reverse and in the upright. Hopefully that made sense. But yeah, you have the Queen of Swords here in the reverse, and you have the Justice card in reverse, which is both your cards, right? So, okay, this is what I'm getting here. Yeah, you're feeling like things are unbalanced and equal because the other person in the equation is not playing fair. That's what I'm seeing. They're not playing fair. That's why you're trying to stand your ground. That's why you're standing up. That's why you're expressing what needs to, that's why you need to express what needs to be expressed, because this person is not playing fair, right? Then I feel like this person is going to give you a shot, but I feel like you have to kind of stand up to them first, right? This person needs to kind of feel like, basically, they want to see you being an emperor, right? To give you the position. So it's like, I'm not going to give you this pentacle because as it stands, even though I know you have the skills, right? You're being standoffish, first of all, right? You're being distant. And, there's imbalances here, It might be affecting your work, how you're feeling right now. So this person is like, I'm not giving you a shot until you step up, right? Yeah, you may feel like this person is not being fair, that they're not willing to give you a shot, unless, they're not willing to give you a shot unless they can actually see you in emperor mode, which is actually fair. It's like, I can't give you such a huge promotion or, give you like a big pay increase unless I see you doing what is needed, right? Being the boss, being a boss, doing your tasks, doing it well, right? So they want to know that, their money is being well spent. So there's nothing wrong with that. They're just being a boss, right? But your perception of it may not be that way, right? You may feel like that they're trying to cheat you out of this promotion in some way. Again, that's where a change of perspective is going to be very handy, because that's where certain realization is going to come in, i.e. the Ace of Wands and the World card, right? Which is telling you that you've got it, right? You've got it. As long as you see that they just want you to step up and show the initiative and do you know, do what is needed to solve some issues, to wrap things up nicely, you know, certain projects or whatever, then once they see that, they're going to give you the job, right? But they want you to demonstrate that you have what it takes to be a leader, right? When it comes to, yeah, did we do that? Yeah. When it comes to the Hierophant in your fears, right? You have the Sun card in reverse, which is Leo energy, and you also have the King of Pentacles, more Taurus. The King of Pentacles is here again. So yeah, you're afraid that whatever is said by colleagues or whatever, you know, is said by outside parties to this boss, right, that you have, is going to affect how they view you moving forward. That it's somehow going to slightly change, you know, how they feel towards you, right? That they're not going to see you as in as a positive light as they did. Not that they won't see you, not that they'll see you negatively, but not in as much a positive light as they did in the past, because of whatever interference, whatever was said, comes from, you know, whatever is coming from these outside parties. Sorry, I'm getting a bit like tongue-tied here. So that's what I'm seeing there. If it's not about a work situation, it could be simply that, you know, you're afraid that if you were to try and get back into this partnership with this person, right, that is going to require a serious amount of counseling, right? A serious amount of counseling in order to get things in a happier place, right? And you don't want that. I feel like you don't want to go to counseling. Maybe if you're in a marriage or you're still in a relationship but it's really on the rocks, it may be that the masculine in this equation is the one that's resisting this. But I feel like it's actually you, to be honest. With it being in your fears, I feel like even if you are a male, right? I feel like whoever is actually in their divine masculine, right? So it doesn't matter about gender, but whoever's in their divine masculine in this is the one that's resisting this counseling, right? Now, when it comes to, which is kind of, you know, it sounds almost stereotypical, you know, if you're going by like, you know, TV show themes and storylines, how they play out and things like that. But anyway, when it comes to your hopes, the Ace of Wands, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So you have the Queen to the King of Pentacles, which is very interesting. And you have the King of Wands in reverse, which is, I believe, Leo's energy. So we have Leo strongly as well. I feel like, though, Libra, you're getting to a place where you want to show the initiative. You want to show the initiative. We've got the Ace of Wands twice as well. So 11-11 could be very important for you at this time. Big changes. Don't miss the signs, okay? Queen of Pentacles, you are knowing your worth. This is you trying to really embody that energy, because I feel like there was a slip, right? Because of something that emotionally affected you. You were in the Empress mode, but now you're just trying to get back to the Queen of Pentacles, right? Which is just before that, pretty much. You're in the Queen of Swords. You're trying to get back into the Queen of Pentacles energy, so you can go boom, straight into the Empress, right? So you're knowing, you're trying to work on your self-esteem, your personal development, all of that stuff, right? Trying to know your true value so that you can demonstrate that you have what it takes to carry out the task, i.e. revitalize this relationship or to take this new position, right? But I feel like, you know, and you're hoping as well that regardless of what resistance you get from, say, colleagues, outside parties or whatever that may be saying negative things about you, that are projecting their own inadequacies on you, anything like that, I feel like regardless, you're hoping that whatever is said and done, that you will not forget your true value and what you bring to the table. That this is your pentacle, no matter what this King of Wands says. I mean, does he have a pentacle? No, he's just holding a wand, right? He's holding a wand. So I feel like, okay, this is what I'm getting. You're going to be taking the mantle from someone else. So someone may be getting fired, or someone may be possibly a Leo, could be getting fired or could be getting demoted, right? And you're going to be taking their position and they're not going to handle it well. But you're hoping that regardless of what this person says, that you can demonstrate that you bring true value to the company, right? If this is a relationship, I feel like you're hoping that you're not going to let this King of Wands in reverse from your past continue to affect how you see yourself, your self-worth, your self-esteem, right? Knowing what you really have, what true value you have, who you really are, and what you bring to the table. And then finally, oh yeah, I didn't pull a quantum card for this. I'll get one in a minute. So oh my God, I'm all over the place, sorry. Clarifying, there we go, got there eventually. Clarifying the Five of Wands. I don't know what's wrong with me, to be honest, Libra. I don't know what's going on today. Clarifying the Five of Wands, too much going on. You have the Ten of Swords in reverse, air energy, and the Hanged Man, but this time in the upright. So this reading is crazy in terms of all the mirroring energies here, but like in the upright and reverse. And I feel like, yeah, it's like you have to duel. I feel like you're gonna have to do battle here. However, you need to stand your ground, right? You need to, I feel like, because you will be going into this new perspective, right? You'll be trying to see things from other perspectives in order to gain clarity, you know, try and get a sense of what the issues are so you can solve it. What are the issues in the company? What are the issues in the relationship? Let me take the initiative. Perhaps I can solve them, right? And this is you kind of gaining that clarity and be like, okay, well, there's things that I can do to reduce the amount of pain, difficulty, challenges, strife, arguments, you know, conflict. I can, you know, it's like conflict management almost, or like conflict resolution. So it's like, you know, I have the insights, I have the information needed in order to deal with these issues, right? And yeah, people might want to spar me on it, or, you know, there might be still some bickering, but at the end of the day, I'm in charge. I have what it takes to steer things in a more positive light, right? So it's kind of, again, you bossing up. If this is a relationship, this is you taking the initiative to release your past pain and to not let past issues, past disagreements, breakups stop you from getting what it is that you want, what you believe to be your abundance, what is meant for you, okay? So yeah, that's your reading essentially, Libra. So what I'm going to do now is I want to get some insight into the person you're dealing with if this is a relationship. So what I want to look at is how you feel about them, how they feel about you, what is likely to play out in December and the outcome. If this is in regards to work, I want to look at anything else additional that you may need to know that can really help you deal with these energies, i.e. You know, a boss that's really putting you onto the magnifying glass, and also colleagues that may try to sabotage your success. So we'll get you some additional advice there. If you're curious about any of that, you can find the link in the description box below. Otherwise, if this is where we leave your reading, I just want to say thank you so much for checking this out. I really hope this helps your situation. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Don't forget the notifications bell. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think you have it. You can do this, Libra, okay? There's no doubt in my mind you've got this. You can overcome this, right? But I feel like you just need to be aware that you and whoever's significant to this, i.e. your, you know, someone you was in a relationship with or are in a relationship with, or a marriage, or a boss, right? You're not quite seeing eye to eye on this issue, right? So you do need to find a way to solve the issue, having an honest discussion, because right now you're not happy with how things are, right? So you need to talk about that. And hopefully you will feel like you can approach this person and discuss it, all right? So I'm sending you guys lots of love, and I'll do another reading for you very soon. So take care, bye for now.